Ladies and gentlemen, the collaboration is only a day and a half away. What's happening, YouTube? I'm Transient, and welcome to my channel. As always, we're playing Watcher of Realms. Guys, I've been on holiday, which is why I've been away. But I'm back because I've run out of money. But two, mainly because I had to get back to work. It's my real life job, and also trying to put out a video or two on Watcher of Realms. So the anniversary is around the corner, guys. It's all looking very, very cool. So what would we normally be doing in this time of the week would usually be a should you summon. But that seemed a little bit redundant because of course we're going to summon a set. What I'm going to do slightly differently is not a should you summon, it's probably how you should summon. Or at least maybe just some advice on maybe a way to approach this event. So this event is pretty huge. I mean, although just we can see the banners. So the first one is, do you know what I like? I very much like the individual background. So this is Ivor Varensdaughter. So that's hers. She looks pretty cool. Kind of basic in terms of the thing, but obviously she's supposed to be a Viking. Then we've got, what's her name? Cassandra. Very nice, with a very nice Greco-Roman theme. Very cool. And then we've got Ezio Auditore. And a little, with that, like a little Venice theme. Very, very nice. Very, very cool. Now, the other ones which we haven't got, at least on this thing, is the one for Bayek. Then we'll need the one for Dark Ezio and Eevee. Anyway, so guys, if we look, I think they tell us in, where is it? Is it in Game News? Okay, so basically, this came out obviously a few days ago, but this event is a pretty long one. I think this is longer than, well, it's basically around the same time, maybe a little bit longer than what we had for Dracula. So basically, it goes on for a full month from the 20th of August, and I think it ends, at least the first bit of summoning ends on the 9th. But I think the whole event goes up until the 19th. So yeah, so from the 20th of August up until the 19th. So should we summon? Of course we're going to summon. Now, question is, are you free to play or are you some disgusting whale? Let's assume most people are at least free to play. Hell, even if you're a whale, right? Basically, when it boils down to it, I think this is what most people should probably look at when they're trying to do this thing. It is basically a month, but the banners are split. The first 10 days, we've got Ivor and Malvira. So that's from the 8th to the 30th. Then we've also got, from the 21st, we've got the Ancient Banner, which is Cassandra. So from the 21st to the 30th. So those first 10 days, Ivor and Cassandra are the ones we can get. Now, because Moonton is generous, well, I actually think it's because this may not be coming back, at least for a year. So they've basically put in a guarantee for everyone as long as you have the minimum resources. So Ivor, we can get her for 200 summons. Right? So the first 10 days, all you need is 200 summons guaranteed, and you will get her. Now, you could get more than that. You could get her twice in 200, and then you also, if you went all the way to 200, you would get the extra copy. So you would have 3, which is pretty cool. Then you have the same thing for Ancients, much like the Dracula banner, where you get a guaranteed copy at 90. If you get more than one before, great. Now, the question is, if you get a copy of Ivor, let's say you've got 200 summons, and you get a copy of Ivor, you get her after like 40. Question is, do you keep summoning until you hit 200 to guarantee yourself an extra copy? It's a tough choice because it's not like you get much of a break. Do you know what I think? I actually genuinely think this, because I was a bit concerned at the front. As basically, everyone has to go after this banner as quickly as possible. I think for all these banners, it pays to get in early. So you've got to get in, and if you feel that you can afford it, let's say you've got 250, commit your 200 summons for Ivor to guarantee your copy. If you're lucky, you might get her as well before that. So let's say you come out of that with 2 Ivors. You stop at 200, claim your extra copy, and then you're done with that banner. Next day, you move on to Cassandra. Now with Cassandra, you do the same thing, summon. If you get 1 copy, because Ancient's a little bit rarer, you might have to make a decision. Let's say you got a copy of Cassandra after 20, and you've only got maybe 100, it might pay that you might actually have to stop. But let's say you did it. Let's say you got 130 Ancients. You put your whole 90 in, you guarantee yourself 1 copy, and then you stop. Then you've got to play and farm your bananas off. You've got 10 days. 10 days to get as many more copies in Ancients as you can possibly get. When I say copies, I mean rares, up until the next banners come on the 31st. Now hopefully after about another 10 days of playing and events and so on and so forth, you will probably be back to over 100 rares or so for Bayek. Now if you sell your rare heroes and so on, the blues and so on, you will probably be able to get enough to have 200 again in order to summon for Bayek. You summon straight away, summon, and then get him after 200. If you're lucky, you get more copies, get them sorted, and then you stop summoning on that banner, move on to Ezio. If you've got enough, I don't know, it might be tough because Ancients are so difficult to get. If you can get to 90 again, boom, get your extra copy or your 1 copy, and then stop, and then farm. Because once this banner is over on the 9th, so you have from the 31st to the 9th farming and playing and so on. Because after the 9th, it'll be from the 9th to the 19th, so another like 10, 11 days, which will be the banners for Eevee and Dark Ezio, I am assuming. And then hopefully you just follow the same pattern and try to your best to get them. Now that is pretty much only a plan if you're really just free to play player and you've done some saving and you just have a little few summons, and if you're going to try your best to get everyone. On my free to play account, I've got 0 chance of getting all those because I don't really play this account, but I just keep going to summon because, you know, gotta keep the account going. What have I got? I have 64 Ancients, and I got like about 146 rares. So yeah, it's gonna be tough. But on my free to play account, if I get any of them early, I'm stopping. I'm just gonna get 1 copy and move on. On my main account, I've got close to 300 Ancients and about 200 and something rares. So the rares might be a bit difficult, but then I got about 55,000 diamonds, so I think I'm set up. So yeah, I think that is basically what all of us have to do, really, because otherwise you've got 0 chance of getting them all, unless of course you're very, very lucky. Yeah? If you're free to play and you're going to try your best to get them all, you've got to you got to time it. You got, as soon as the banner opens, summon away, and then stop once you hit 200, and then move on and save after that, and so on and so forth. Any rares that you get from this to sell them for the next banner if you have enough to hit 200, if you know my meaning. And yeah, and then hopefully guys, we will all of us be able to get every single one of these heroes, or at least a single copy, because the simple fact, at least this is my genuine belief, the simple fact that they are giving us a guarantee for every single one of them, it seems likely at least that they won't be back. I mean, I personally don't think they're going to be back for a full year, but maybe like Dracula. Yeah, Dracula, because that's open IP. This one is not, which is why I think it's very possible it may not be back at all, but who knows. You have to work under the assumption of stuff that you know, and because it is a live IP, it is possible that we may not get this thing again. So guys, we have to do what we can in order to get the heroes while they are here. So summon early and then move on, and hopefully, my dear friends, you will be lucky enough to get them all. Guys, I'm going to leave it there because I need to go put my son to bed. So as always, my dear friends, whatever you do it well. I'm Transient, and I'm out.